Hi guys, welcome to Martinmade. My name's Stephanie and today I am going to be making a super cute wall hanging with just a couple of things that I found at the dollar store and that little dollar section at Michael's. So I was at Michael's a while back and I found these really cute sayings. They're just little things that say like family and home and that kind of thing. And they're just made out of super cheap wood, but they are so cute. And then I found this little like shadow box that was super cheap as well at the dollar store, and I decided, you know what, I am going to take that and I am going to make some kind of project. I had no idea what I was going to make with it, but I figured I'm going to make something for my wall or like something to stand up with these things. So I decided to do that the other day, and when I did, I was so excited how it turned out. It turned out so cute. So I'm going to take you through this process that I took in making this wall hanging.
Okay, so to start off, I took my shadow box and I took my paint and I painted the edges of the inner part of the shadow box. I just wanted to make sure that if by chance when I put my picture in, if there was the tiniest little bit of variation in the cut, I wouldn't end up with it showing, and the picture's kind of darker around the edges anyways. So I went ahead and just painted the edges of my shadow box. If you notice I am avoiding the inner edges, it's just because I don't want it on the inner edges. I just want it to be there to cover up any kind of mistake I might have made in cutting my picture. Now I got these from Michael's. They were really cute. I thought, oh, those would be perfect for some kind of project. So I got those, and this is where my chalkboard marker came into place. It's not really a marker, it's more of a crayon, a chalkboard crayon. And I started coloring all of the words. I made sure that when I colored it, that it just covered the front of it, and I didn't want any kind of the back being covered with the chalkboard crayon. Now I know I'm just doing the front of it, but you could also do the back, you could do the sides, whatever you chose to do. You could also paint it different colors on the sides and different colors on the front and do kind of a contrast, but I chose to do it this way. You notice I'm taking a paintbrush to it. It was more just to get like any rough edges off that the chalkboard crayon had left. So I just smoothing it out basically. Once I was done with that, I went ahead and I started making sure that the front was all nice and pretty and smoothed out as well. Then I just repeated it for all the other words. Now onto the shadow box, I went ahead and put hot glue on the corners of my picture and then placed it in. Honestly, if I had to do it again, I would just use some kind of super glue or something like that, because it actually left kind of a singe mark on the picture. But next time I go to put a new picture in there, I'll definitely use like a super glue or something. Next, I took my chalkboard crayon and I went ahead and went on the edges of the shadow box, and I did some painting of that. I thought that it might look kind of cute to have the edges be white, and so I did that as well as the smoothing on that too. Then I took my paper that I had picked out, just found a really pretty kind of paper, and then I kind of drew out these little strips of paper and I glued them to the front and the sides of my words. So I wanted to find the very middle of my words as well as the very middle of my picture box. So what I went ahead and did is I just measured it to the middle and put some lines on there so I knew exactly where I was putting my picture and the words, and I just went ahead and stacked the words in order as far as like size. So the smallest was on the top all the way down to the largest, with the picture being on the top, and I used hot glue to glue it to the bottom of each. And so the picture came first. I glued the picture to the word home, and when I got done with home I added the word family, and I just put as much hot glue as I needed on there to put it on there, and then I would line it right up. You want to make sure you line it up really straight, otherwise it can become a problem with staying on. If you have little gaps where you notice maybe the word didn't quite line up with the bottom of the other word, then what I found to be a help is to take the hot glue gun to that and just kind of fill in those gaps with hot glue. Now this has fallen off the wall once and broken. I was able to hot glue back on, and it's fallen off the wall like I don't know how many times, and now it's like it stays really well. So if I have problems with it coming apart again, I will probably use some better adhesive, but for right now it works great. Also, I added the screws to the back with the little hanging clasp, and that was the end of my picture frame.
hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. For those of you who are new to this channel, you can hit the subscribe button down below. That subscribe button down below, you will then be part of the Martinmade clan or family or whatever you want to call it. There's also a little bell off to one side. If you want to receive notifications, you can hit that bell. If you don't, it's okay. I don't click on the bell all the time. You can also just make a comment down below if you have any questions or anything like that. I will try my best to answer them. Sometimes it's easier for me to answer in person because I just know that I can explain it a little better, but I will try my best to answer any questions if I can, or point you in the right direction. Also, you can just get on there and tell me of some super cheap projects that you did. Maybe leave links to other projects that you did that you think would be fun to have on this channel, and I will do my best to try them out. So I will talk to you in the next video, and I will see you then. Bye. This is the birthday time. My leg hurts. I was sitting on it the whole time. It hurts. It's so sore. Ouch. If you would like those notifications, you can hit that bell. Also, I'd love to hear from you. You can